Hello YouTube, this is Crosscheck and welcome once again to another very exciting update from the Microsoft Flight Simulator team. Today we are going to see more pretty pictures, check out the development update for March and April, get up to date on some changes on release dates for further deliverables, and of course dive into the new Microsoft Flight Simulator Feature Discovery Series episode numero 6, Airports. Let's start this video with a roundup of the new episode and add some commentary over it. As always, you can find the link to the full video in this video's description. This new episode is basically divided in 3 parts: airport coverage, airport treatment pipeline, and airport life. Let's start by discussing airport coverage. All airports on Earth will be present. By all airports, I mean everything from small countryside bush airstrips to fully fledged international airports. On all continents, from small islands to big cities. And that's airport coverage. Let's now jump into the airport treatment pipeline. So the starting point was the airports found in FSX. The team started adding airports upon these and ended up editing around 37,000 airports. The scope was clearly growing quite bigger, so the team pushed for a new approach. This is when they started creating airports from real aerial and satellite imagery. Manual work did not stop with this technique. Needless to say, the type of work has never been done at this scale before. So new tools had to be developed in order to make this task more manageable. This resulted in 3 main steps to edit each airport. Step numero 1. From a Bing map aerial, the airport perimeter is drawn. The runway is also drawn with precise positioning, length and width. The taxiways and parking spots are defined, and the airport markings are placed. Now step numero 2. All different surfaces are selected and defined. Step numero 3. The processing, which is automatically performed by an algorithm. Here names are assigned to taxiways, signs are generated, as well as windsocks, which obviously will react realistically to winds, and of course, light sources are placed all around the airport. This results in a very acceptable level of detail, quite impressive for its massive scope. The team is aware, of course, that some airports are more popular and have chosen to make a selection of 80 airports and add another layer of detail. This includes naming the taxiways as they are officially called in real life. If this was not enough, the team went one step further and made a smaller selection on which they went all out. They spared no resources in getting every single detail just about right. Yup, that includes unique buildings and props, and even terraforming the landscape to nest the airport in a realistic environment. Nice. Okay, now let's jump into this episode's last part, airport life. Life is supported in every single airport, this according to its size, of course. You can expect parked vehicles in the parking lot, moving terminal vehicles around your aircraft. Hopefully these ones will show some respect to our aircraft. We will also see workers walking around, which, yay, finally! And you can expect the basic ground services which can be reached on the ground frequency, like pushback, fuel, power supply, baggage services, catering services, and a jetway connection. The basics really, but finally these services will work and will look good. If this wasn't fancy enough, all of these services are exposed in XML and can be customized inside the SDK tools. So yeah, modding is going to be pretty interesting. This simulator will not have empty aircraft just parked randomly at the airport. Every single aircraft that you see will be part of the air traffic. They will perform ground services on their own and will follow ATC instructions. And this basically wraps up the new episode on airports from the Microsoft Flight Simulator team. And as always, I have trouble containing the excitement for this wonderful simulator. All I can say is, wow, this is amazing! As mentioned, I wanted to add some thoughts to this episode, and I wish to start by pointing out how there will still be room for scenery development. Yes, we are going to have acceptable levels of detail all around the world, but to have payware scenery level of detail everywhere in this base package is just not possible. Not as of today, at least. So if you are a scenery developer, it seems the new simulator is going to be quite some fun to work with. Now, something that caught my attention while watching this episode is that only 80 airports will have realistic taxiway names. This is understandable, as this information does require a little bit of digging around to find, and obviously in-game ATC will utilize the in-game taxiway names. I wonder if the simulator will provide the charts so we can follow the ATC instructions. That is going to be quite interesting. I hope they do. That would be really cool. And the last thing I would like to add to all of this is that can we take some time and appreciate just how beautiful that A320 looks? Oh my, can't wait to put my hands all over that bad boy. Anyway, now let's move on with this video and let's go straight to some really pretty pictures. Now this image right here by Uncorked Monkey 78 clearly is showing a little airfield or something of that nature that has gone an impressive level of detail. Clearly, assets have been created specifically for this place, and I think it looks absolutely insane. Over here we have Lash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have the X-Cub, and we have some beautiful scenery. And over here, a screenshot from Bottom 5. I think this is a perfect showcase of what they were talking about terraforming the environment around the airfield. I think this proves just the amazing level of detail that can be achieved in this new flight simulator. Holy cow! Now we have a picture from RedLol. Clearly the guys playing the alpha were having some fun on multiplayer, specifically in the TVM 900. Now we have some bad weather by Tango Alpha 3D. Now some nice weather by Jonas Alexander 2. And a beautiful sunset by Actuna's Rabbi. Again, Lash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flying over some magnificent terrain. And again, RedLol, showing again all those crazy people at multiplayer, taxiing down the taxiway, getting ready for takeoff. Okay, and now to finish up this video, let's talk about some changes that happened. Episode 7 has been moved back, and Episode 8 has been moved up. Why, you may ask? Well, due to the increasing demand for multiplayer information, they swapped the release dates of Episode 7 IFR and Episode 8 multiplayer. So Episode 8 will now be released on March the 12th, and Episode 7 will now be released at the end of March. We were also expecting a Partnership Series update, but this was pushed back to give more focus on the Episode 6 release, so let's jump to the development roadmap update to check out when this is going to be happening. And the development roadmap is showing that the Partnership Announcement Series was happening today. So yeah, they are not telling us when this is going to be happening, but I'm guessing maybe on 1 week, February the 27th. So what can we expect on the next week? The Feedback Snapshot version 2, which I think is going to be really interesting, and a media update. So it's going to be a small update, but nonetheless a very interesting one, so yeah, stick around. And hopefully we're gonna be seeing that Partnership Announcement Series update. So yeah, that is what I'm expecting. And yeah, basically all of this, we already went into this. They didn't really make changes. The Feature Discovery Series release episode 7 is still on early March when it should now be on late, and the episode 8 should now be on early instead of late. So yeah, no point in talking much about this development roadmap. Yeah, kind of worthless. Anyway, that was pretty much it. I think this was an awesome update. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below in the comments what are your thoughts regarding the new episode. I think it was really cool, really fun. Anyway, happy flying. Cross check out.